I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Looking at your faces and your smiles, I don't think you agree with me. That's okay, I'm not. But how many of you have heard this statement before? It's a very famous statement by this gentleman. He is a world wrestling superstar, and his name is Bret Hart. As a kid, I was a huge fan. And this particular statement of his had a huge impact on my thought process and the way I went about in my life. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. Before joining BETM Club, I was exposed to public speaking. Although the general perception was I was a good speaker, but I never felt that I was the best. One fine day, my very good friend, Toastmaster Manu Singh, forced me to come for a meeting. Also, he forced me to talk during the table talks. And who is sitting in the audience? It was the Bret Hart of our club, DDM Balaji. And I am standing there shivering. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I just thought for a second about my hero's statement. And I thought if I have to be the best, I have to be able to perform in front of the best. I took the courage, pushed myself, and after a brave effort in the table topics, I was hearing some encouraging words and inspirational words from the audience, especially DDM Balaji. The moment that happened, I realized I want to be a Toastmaster. Eventually, I joined the BETM. They say fortune favors the brave. I don't know if I was brave, but I was fortunate. DDM Balaji was my mentor. What more do I need? In about a year and a half, today, I have completed 9 speeches from the Competent Communicator Manual. 6 times I have been adjudged the best speaker of the day. I was the winner of the club level competition for 2014. I was the runner-up for the area level competition for 2014. I might sound boastful and arrogant, a little bit, but all credit to DDM Balaji, to my evaluators, and of course to this entire BETM club. Before coming here, I never knew I could do so many things. But one thing I realized, and I put into practice, was that there are 3 powerful ingredients that only you can bring into the equation if you want to be successful. What are they? These are the 3 powerful ingredients. Number 1, you need to have a burning desire. Followed by that, you should be willing to work extremely hard. And also, you should be willing to learn. The initial question here is that how much of a burning desire do you have? Anyone here heard about the great Greek astrologer Socrates?
Yes.
One fine day, a gentleman asked him, "Sir, what is the secret of success?" He just looked at him, he just went close by, he didn't say a word, he just went, caught him by the neck and caught his nose. He grasped for breath, he was not able to breathe, he was not letting him breathe, he was almost about to die. That's when he left him and he asked him a very simple question. When I held you that way, what did you really want? And he said, air. Socrates said, the day you want success the way you wanted air, you will be successful. It was as simple as that. Without a burning desire, we will never be successful. Can we develop a burning desire? Anybody thinks here? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes.
If Krishna can, so can you. Number 2. In my experience, I have realized with the kind of life that we are leading, the work, the family, and so many other things that we need to do, we normally don't find time to come up with quality speeches. However, we need to remember the promise that we made when we joined as Toastmasters. I promised I will plan my speech, I will prepare my speech, and I will practice my speech. Every time I used to think about going for a speech, the first thing I used to think about was my promise. And because I wanted to be the best, I used to work hard. Before coming in front of you, I will write my speech. I will rewrite my speech. I will change my speech. And eventually I will send it to my mentor. He will give his inputs. And once everything is done, the first thing that I do is I set up a date and hope to meet that deadline. Because why I hope is because the place where I work, I don't have control over when I leave. But somehow I used to manage. So far I managed. So again, is it very difficult to work hard? Can you all work hard?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Next comes the willingness to constantly learn. I want to tell you a small story. There were 2 woodcutters. They used to work really hard throughout the day and end up cutting 2 trees. So a person was passing by, noticed it, and he said, you know what, I have some advice for you. Why don't you sharpen your axe? It will increase your productivity. One of them took the suggestion, stopped working and sharpened his axe, only to realize he was able to cut 4 trees in a day. Did not care, kept cutting the tree, and eventually was able to cut only 2 trees. What I am trying to say, we also need to sharpen our axe. As Toastmasters, what is our axe? It's our communication skills. What we need to do is we need to listen to our mentors. We need to listen to our evaluators. We need to listen to every possible source that is giving us any kind of feedback. Use it in our speeches. Do you think it is difficult for you to do it? Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Toastmasters is a very serious endeavor. And our BETM club is a fantastic club which gives us all the opportunity on a daily basis to sharpen our skills. What we need to do is turn up every day, absorb what we see like a sponge, use it to our advantage. Because this fosters self-confidence and the growth that we are all looking for. Now, I am done with my speech today. What I want you to do is to just wake up, to rise, and to give your next speech in a way which is the best possible speech. And don't stop till the time BETM Club is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.